Hey everybody, how is it going this Monday? In this video, I want to go over Atossa Therapeutics and Exela Technologies. They had some pretty significant technical days, so I want to get into their charts and show you what I think could be coming next. And then after that, I have a couple other nice looking tradable charts to show you as well. Now, if you're new to my channel, I have been trading and investing for over 20 years, and in each video I will show you trades that I see setting up right now. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future trading and investing ideas. And also, if you would like to support the channel and become part of our Patreon community and see what we are buying and selling in real time for a measly $10 a month, that link is in the description. All right, so let's get into this daily chart of Atossa Therapeutics Incorporated, ticker symbol ATOS. But before I get started, if you could like the smash button for me and help me out with the YouTube algorithm for putting all this together, myself and Atossa Therapeutics would greatly appreciate it. But if you do watch all of this content and you don't like it, I still would like your feedback. If you don't mind, at the very end of the video, if you hit that thumbs down button twice for me and let me know, I would greatly appreciate that feedback as well. But please remember, I am not a financial advisor. Please do all of your own research before buying anything you see in my videos. All of this is just my opinion. But anyway, in my last video of Atossa Therapeutics, I said I'd been watching this for a little while now. I'm not in the stock just yet. I'm trying to finesse this thing right down to the wire. In my last video, I was talking about this consolidation, how I was hoping for a breakdown and then an immediate reversal, hopefully coming down to this $4.85 range, because that's where my order was. But unfortunately, it did not come that low. I thought that there was going to be a pretty good bounce coming right down here, about 475, 485, because you got the support level, plus you got that 50-period simple moving average. But it just teased me. It came down close to it, but didn't quite hit it, and it looks like it's already reversing, headed back into that consolidation. So I might have missed the boat on that bottom. I might have to chase it a little bit. It's a little too early to tell, because tomorrow is probably going to tell the tale. If it rolls over again, you know, then I'll be looking to enter right around that 50-period simple moving average. One day does not tell the tale as far as a reversal, so you got to kind of wait for it for at least another day or so. But if this stock continues to stay in this range and then move sideways, that's when I'm going to be looking for the move up after it breaks through that resistance area. Actually, let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let me show you a little bit about what I am talking about here. This was the area that I was looking to buy some, because I thought if it got down to this support area right here, that would be a great place to enter the stock. You can see it just barely missed hitting it, and it has already reversed. It had that perfect immediate reversal back into this consolidation. Now what we need is for it to hold above, you know, right around probably 5.25 or so, and continue to move sideways. And then if it can break through this resistance area right about here, let me see if I can fine tune this just a little bit. This resistance area is probably around 575 or so. So if it can hang around here and then bust through this resistance area, I think it could be headed for another leg up. And that's exactly what I am hoping to catch, because Atossa Therapeutics has been a big mover. So if this thing breaks through this resistance area, I think we could be headed for another nice move up in Atossa Therapeutics. Hopefully I did not miss the boat. I know a lot of people are excited about this stock, so there could be a lot of buying coming in any second. It could be coming in as I am doing this video, who knows? But hopefully it either continues to go sideways and I can catch it on this move up, or it rolls over a little bit more and I can get in at this support area and the support area holds. But Atossa Therapeutics is definitely building up a decent consolidation right here. So I think the chances, every day that this happens, the chances of it starting that next move up and an explosive one just go up. So I love seeing this kind of constructive pattern playing out, and I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on Atossa for tomorrow. All right, the next stock I want to talk about is Exela Technologies Incorporated, ticker symbol XELA. The reason why I want to talk about this one next is I actually own some of it. I put in an order last Friday to buy some at $267. I didn't even realize the order executed until the day was pretty much over. But that's all right, because I probably would have held over the weekend anyway, because there's so much volume coming into this stock that tells me that there could be some more juice left in this one, so I want to give it a little room to roam. But I wanted to buy, if it pulled back to this 8-period exponential moving average, this white line on the chart, because as long as the stock stays above that white line, the uptrend is still intact. And there was also a support area that was coinciding with that area. And actually, let me go to the 15-minute chart and show you what I was seeing. In my last video, I talked about how Exela was in this upward trending channel, and I wanted to wait until it broke through this channel. I didn't want to chase it, and I wanted to wait till it pulled back to a support area, and this support area was the one that I saw on the chart that I thought might have the strongest area for a bounce, right around 265 to 275. So I put in my order at 267, and it went just a little bit below it, came down to 263, but is having a nice bounce so far. Hasn't quite made it to a new relative high just yet, but with all the volume that's coming in, it looks like there's a pretty good chance. But I'm not going to pat myself on the shoulder just yet, because you never know when it's going to roll over and just go and wipe out all the gains. But let me go back to the daily chart real quick. Let me get this stuff off here. Go back to the daily chart. You can see it's up about just under, well, about 16.5% at the moment. It's made a new high for the day, and it's made a higher low. So this uptrend is still intact. So I want to give this one a little room to roam. But it is in the software application sector, and some of these stocks have been red hot. You know, one of the other stocks that is in this sector that's been booming is MRIN. And oh, actually, it is pulling back pretty hard today. How did I miss that? This one looks like this could be setting up for a bounce play. Let me go intraday real quick. Back this sucker out. Right around here is looking like there is a lot of touches, so this could be a pretty strong area of support. So let's call that right around 1250 to about 1175. That's a pretty wide area, but this stock has had some big moves. Let me go back to the daily chart real quick. And this purple line is rising up into this is the 21-period exponential moving average, so it could find some support at this moving average as well. And that, if it continues to rise into this box, that'll be another layer of support on this chart for a quick bounce. And the way this stock is falling, it has fallen all the way down from about 27. It's fallen up almost 50% already. So this would be a 55% pullback if it pulls back into this box, and this could be a decent area for a bounce. So if this thing continues to fall fast into this area, I'm probably going to look to take a swing trade on MRIN. Because this one is due for a bounce. But anyway, that's not the one I wanted to go into next. Next one I wanted to go into was actually, let me put a alert on this one so I don't forget. Let me set it real quick. I'm going to set it at about 1275, so I have a little bit of time to think about it. Let's see the market action. Let's go 75. All right. That is all set. All right. The next one I actually wanted to show you was VTGN. Ooh. And I actually bought some of this one as well. Oh, it's pulling back on me just a little bit. This one is a biotech stock. It has been rounding up, putting pressure on this resistance area. A couple weeks ago, blasted through it, pulled back to support, and it was holding. It was making a very nice green candle here, but now it's been pulling back since I purchased it. But, you know, that happens. Won't necessarily end at the high for the day. But right now is the point in the chart where it offers the lowest amount of risk, usually, because if it breaks back down through this support area, you could probably take your loss and just either move on to the next trade or wait for it to break out again. What I'm going to do on this position is put my stop under $2.74. I want it to be able to bounce off of this this trend line and this 50-period simple moving average. So I got those two layers of support, potential support right here. So I'm going to give it just a little bit more leeway than just coming through this support area. And because I'm going to give it a little bit more leeway, I want to take a little bit of a smaller position, because if it does go blasting through all of this, I don't want that loss to be huge. And you never know what's going to happen in the future, so you got to protect yourself. But When a stock is making this pattern here, this is a weak uptrend. So usually this is all accumulation, and then once it blasts through resistance and then makes a low on top of a previous high, if you look through stock charts, this is the point in the chart when it accelerates. If it can hold this support and then blast to a new high, you'll see this is when those trends start to go parabolic sometimes, and that's when I want to enter. I want to enter into the safest part if I can, and if it goes parabolic, then I'll be catching it right as it is taking off. If it fails, then the loss won't be too big, hopefully. You never know. I mean, this thing could gap down to, $2 tomorrow, could just open the day at $2, and I might end up taking a big loss. That is always a risk in the market, but I do love this pattern in VTGN. It is a biotech, and these biotechs can really get moving. You can definitely see all the volume, these big green bars that have been piling into it, and that is always good news for the uptrend. But VTGN is looking good, and the last one I want to show you is PFMT. I am not in PFMT. This one had a huge move up and is starting to round up, and it has just broken above this resistance area and it is holding it. So let me go to the 15-minute chart and show you what I am seeing. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I love this rounded bottom formation after a big pullback. And then what you do is you find that resistance area. And if the stock can break through that resistance area, come back down to it, touch it, and hold it, that is the point where you have the best risk reward, or at least that's the point in the chart that I usually find the best risk reward. So if it breaks down through this support area and falls back into that consolidation, you can take your quick loss if you want and just wait for it. But it has broken through it. It's come back down to that support area. It has touched it and has started to move back up. Now, there's no guarantee this thing is going to explode, but this is what they look like before they do almost every single time. So if you get used to looking for this type of pattern, you're putting the probabilities in your favor. And over time, you should have some winning trades if you get used to buying at this point in the chart. Okay, everyone, that is all I have for this video, so I'm going to end it right there. But if you have any questions or comments on any of these stocks, or if you have any other ones you want me to take a look at, please leave it down there in the comments section. I will get to them as soon as I can. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and until next time, take care, everybody.